Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at Hades 1. It is late at night, but I really want to do one more run before I call it a day. We're going to be running the aspect of Zagreus on the Twin Fists. We're going to be using extreme measures at 2 tiers, so we'll see upgraded Learning and upgraded Furies.
What's the worst that could happen?
And we're going to be running the Zeus keepsake yet again.
The fear of
No,
death keeps mortals well in check. You'd best learn to fear something yourself, you hear me, boy?
I fear nothing. That's inherently false.
For the weak.
Yes. I was mistaken. Actually, the plan is to... Oh, good.
There's something that I've wished to tell you, Zagreus. There is no shame in your upbringing. Many of us on Olympus, we likewise were born and raised under the strangest circumstances. Someday I'll have to tell you about mine.
So the keepsake we're actually running is the Lambent Plume, with the goal of getting our dodge chance stacked up as much as possible. I have the aspect of Zagreus fully upgraded. I upgraded the 5th tier off screen, so I have a base 15% dodge chance. Now we are looking for Athena's boons that grant us invulnerability. Specifically, I want her Call again. And if I can stack that with the abilities that give us move speed and evasion on our move speed and dodge chance, on our after using a call, that'll make us really strong.
I ask you this, and you would not speak, O son of Hades. As the Olympians, they do not ask at all. They merely send their messages to you, unprompted, providing a choice of blessing, but no say. I seek to understand their point of view, but it is difficult.
Alright, let's see. More damage from striking behind. I guess none of these are exceptionally great for what we're planning to build, so I'll just go for Flayed Favor here. I'm going to save my reroll for now, in hopes of getting Zeus or more Aphrodite, or more Athena, rather. I just noticed, but 3 of the 4 female gods in this run, or in this game, are all, that you get boons from at least, are all... I'll start with the letter A. So, just a weird little observation, I will say. Okay. So yeah, I need to keep in mind that we are trying to speedrun this for the sake of getting as many stacks on the Lambent Plume as possible, so just gotta punch things really fast is basically what it boils down to. Which I am pretty good at doing. We'll take the hammer. Ideally, I get Zeus on my attack, and if I could find his legendary again, that carried the last run so hard. I guess, since they gave us kind of the talking point at the start, what are my greatest fears? I feel like that's something fun to talk about. Let's see, attack becomes... No, we don't want that. Special... Ugh. Neither of these are good. I mean, I'm not guaranteed Zeus, so maybe I take this. Hold special for longer range and up to 100% base damage. I don't think that's where this build gets its strength from. I guess we'll just take the higher base damage, but that doesn't sound... I'm gonna do this one.
Better get cracking.
Okay.
Curse of Chaos.
Oh, right. The Curse of Chaos. Shouldn't have tested that out just yet. Oh, well, it's fine. Maybe that'll give us some solid damage. Who knows? We'll be all done with our curse after this room, so I can play around with the special a bit more soon enough. As long as I'm dashing about, I do a lot of... the dash strike does do extra damage.
I got from Chaos.
Alright, let's see. I still can't benefit from Infernal Troves yet, so we'll leave that be. Poseidon. Wasn't expecting Poseidon. What would I want from Poseidon?
Come try and sneak.
I appreciate that I can reflect his projectiles against him. Made quick work of him, too. Darn it, I keep forgetting.
I heard you showed that good-for-nothing fury after all. I knew you'd handle that old crone, nephew. If she troubles you again, you just remind her who's in charge down there.
You should not insult Meg like this in front of Zagreus, considering he kind of did have a relationship from the sounds of it, with her, rather. I don't know what I want here. I guess I take his attack because I'm not guaranteed to get Zeus. This isn't a whole lot more damage, but I guess if we get some of his other boons going and run kind of a Poseidon build. HP, I think I'll take the HP here. Although maybe it's better to take coin on the off chance I get Hermes offered at the final shop. I don't seem to really be pushing foes away with this, which is actually kind of nice. I was worried I was going to push foes really far away. Alright, the special attack seems to do decent damage. With the, we don't need this. It's not worth it for 3 HP, and they never give coin. Alright, we'll take the shop here. Maybe we get offered Hermes. Or ideally Zeus. If Zeus is in the pool, we have a good time. I could pomegranate my attack for more damage.
Charon, mate. I don't suppose you've given any further thought to my proposal to just, you know, ferry me up to the surface? Seeing as it's not out of your way. I'll take that as a no.
I didn't take any Demeter boons yet, right? I've got Athena and I've got Poseidon. Do I want Demeter here? I mean, I kind of like her dash, but I already have... No, never mind. I already have Athena on the dash. I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna skip this for now and save our coin and hope for some Hermes boons that I can buy. Or even just pomegranates on the later floors, maybe. But certainly I think there are other things I'd rather more late at this stage. Punch all the things really quickly.
Sure.
There we go.
What
Sisyphus.
lurks in the river Styx?
I think I'll just take Darkness from Sisyphus. We're almost at the point where we can start buying another set of rerolls, which will be pretty solid for us.
Got a bite? That's one more fish for me. Show me, Charon.
Nothing of that is good. Okay, so let's talk about my greatest fears after we finish talking to Sisyphus, since I won't really have the time to talk over him.
Caught me on a break again.
Ah, good. Well, what have you got to say today, bud? I want to be friends with Boldy. Can I be friends with Boldy yet?
Now you be careful out there, Highness. The kindly Megara is out for blood. She kept on groaning about the last exchange between the two of you. You must have showed her good.
I think I might have gotten lucky.
I think it's a lot more than luck, Zagreus. We kind of absolutely wrecked her, even with her using both her sisters.
Makes sense to me.
Cheers,
Okay.
mate.
Gonna get a lot of darkness on this run, I guess. Anyway, so I think it goes without saying that my greatest fear is thalassophobia, or something roughly equivalent to it. Basically the fear of things swimming underneath me and potentially being able to eat me as a result of that positioning. There's a general rule of thumb that to begin with, I've never been the greatest swimmer. When I was young, I think it was like a safety swim, which was kind of just like this, kind of, not corporate, but you know, like, not fast enough in this room, it seems. They were too spread out. It was hard to do it quickly. We'll take the chop. It was this, more Athena. I'll take more Athena. Yeah, let's see if we can get her call.
I'll take this one.
Nothing. Nothing at all. We will take this so that we can get the exposed passive going. And then on to Meg with her sisters, because we have extreme measures active.
I'm back, ladies.
I can't believe it. You signed the Pact of Punishment. Have you completely lost your mind, or just trying to insult me?
Well, if you're going to be so rude about it, maybe a little of each. Though what do you even care which pacts I sign or don't?
I'm not an idiot. I see what you're doing. You want to be punished? Then come on.
Anyway, so... Whoa, hello. So, as far as fears go, so the safety swim, right? So, basically what happened was my mom brought me to this place to be taught how to swim, but the instructor kind of just let me, like, sink into the water, or according to my mom. I don't really remember it. You'd think I would have, like, a mental memory of a childhood trauma, but I do not. But what happened effectively, to my understanding, was I was just let go and told, well, children are good at floating, and they will instinctually know to swim. Well, if anyone, as Kiwi can attest, I don't necessarily have the best survival instincts, and it turns out that includes trying to swim for my dear life. I just sank, almost drowned, my mom had to rescue me, and I was afraid of the water ever since, apparently. Blood and darkness. And as a result, I've likely had some sort of ingrained fear of the water for me for some time. And I think I learned to swim when I was maybe 13, which I think is relatively late for humans.
Let's see how you fare in warmer environments.
For humans. I mean, humans that have the exposure potential to be able to swim, I suppose. Let's see, anything here? I mean, I could consider that if I get the Hermes boon, but I'm going to hold on to my coin for now. Do I have anything I want to sell?
Boon's worth giving up.
Nah, we want all three of those.
Next floor.
And so I guess that's likely some of the origin of my fear of the water and things lurking beneath me. But I will say, there are a few games that have triggered such
Change of scenery, at least.
such guttural fear in me, like Subnautica.
Find air your whenever to get me out of here.
Subnautica 1 and 2. My goodness. I was getting jump scared and screaming at like the most innocuous sounds because I did not know what was safe and what was. And like I have more game knowledge now, so I don't think I'll ever be able to recreate that pure experience of just abject horror. But you better believe if I play that on this channel, I'm still going to be screaming like a little crybaby when things I don't expect pop out of nowhere. I mean, I got jump scared by my flippers in that game multiple times. That was pretty embarrassing. Like I remember, I think it was called the Dunes. It was this area that's just full of like the deadliest monster, Leviathans, I think they were called. It was just filled with the deadliest Leviathans in the game, and you could just have all of them all in one area.
Better blessing.
Oh, Chaos, you chose the wrong room. We have to take the Hermes here. The whole point of this build is to stack dodge, and I don't think Chaos can offer us dodge. Chaos is probably the better option, all things considered, but it's not what we're looking for here. What we're looking for right now is we need to get Razor Shoals, which is Poseidon's passive that adds damage, or adds a curse to our Poseidon buffs, or Poseidon boons. I believe the way it works is anytime an opponent starts moving, they take a damage over time effect, as long as they've been hit by one of our splash attacks. And that should add a reasonable amount of damage, because one, it'll give us the 40% damage increased, because we are using because of, what is it, I've already, something privilege. I forgot the actual name of it, but something privilege. It's
Message for me.
Let's see what you got, Hermes.
You know, cuz, all this time that I've been busing souls across the borders of your father's land, it's good to have the chance to help somebody out the other way.
Alright. Still not that great. Cast, rush delivery. Deal bonus damage based on any bonus movement speed. So that'll stack up because Lambent Plume gives us move speed every time. So yeah, we'll take that, and we'll take the points here.
Why you?
I love spinning in place like that. It's so silly. Our damage is definitely falling off without the Zeus boon. I didn't appreciate how strong that Zeus boon was in this run that previous time. And I know Poseidon has a really good duo with Zeus as well. I would appreciate it if you guys would just stand still long enough for me to punch you real good. There we go. Okay, there's still one. Where are you? Wow. All the way over there. Okay, there we go.
Worthless.
Not great, but hey, 60 coin to 60 coin.
Good enough.
Shop, or we'll take the mid shop here and see if we can get a second
Off we
Hermes.
go.
More realistically, we're probably going to get offered Demeter again because she will not leave the shop for us, it seems. And we get... Oh, more Poseidon. Excellent. So maybe we can get his curse. Let's hope we can get his curse here.
Thank you, mate.
Ah, you found me, little nephew. Strewn among the inventories of that most disturbing river boatman.
Oops. Boons with knockaways activate Rupture. Oh, this will be useful too. Ah, that's a hard choice. 40%, I think, no matter what, this equates to a 40% damage boost, because I either get Razor Shoals, which will make me have, get Privileged Status, I think is what it's called, which is a 40% damage, or I just take this flat up and that'll increase our attack damage. I think I take this, honestly, because it's epic. We'll look for Razor Shoal. Oh no, there's Zeus. Oh my goodness, I wasn't actually expecting to see Zeus on this run. Oh man, I will trade my attack out in a heartbeat for this. Well, let's see what we get.
Barge of Death, you're here.
Let's pop these. So yeah, fear of things underwater. Subnautica, I will probably play as, I'm considering it as like a Halloween special just for Kiwi. Maybe one episode. I don't think I'll play the full series just because I don't think I have it in me to really do that and make good content that isn't just me screaming for dear life many a time, or just having an awful time in general. Like, I have like emotionally and mentally collapsed playing Subnautica a little bit. So I don't know if I want to do like a full playthrough. That just sounds not fair to myself, and rather embarrassing to put on in a public viewing setting, if you will. But who knows? Maybe I'll man up and do it. I won't man up at the very least. I might still do it, but I'm not going to be impressing anyone with my confidence. Don't think we got the lambent plume there, but it did shine.
Lord Uncle Zeus.
Yeah, we're not getting lucky on these rooms.
Now, isn't that mouth on the twin fists there in your possession, Zagreus? Last god I saw bedecked in those old gloves was Demeter herself, way back when. She was a real fighter at the time, not just a naysayer.
I like to imagine a granny just wearing giant, meaty metal gauntlets and punching the ever-loving stuffing out of enemies. Alright, special causes lightning bolt, dash causes lightning bolt, after you take damage causes lightning bolt. We'll take the special. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible either, and that'll hopefully get us a chance to get jolted on things soon enough if we can get his burst effect. Fortunately, our damage is really lacking, and it doesn't help that the Poseidon attack pushes things slowly out of our attack range. It's actually more of a detriment to our damage than a boon. I guess maybe I should have just held out and hoped that I got the Zeus attack, even if the odds weren't stacked in my favor. That was kind of a fancy kill there. All right, none of these are amazing, but I guess this is an 8% increased damage to our attack, so I'll take it. And anything to sell here? Nah. I'll take the darkness. I feel the darkness in my soul, Kiwi. What other fears do I have? I mean, I'm kind of squeamish around bugs, but it's kind of hit or miss. I think it's less a fear of insects and more a fear of creepy crawlies being right on top of me without my knowing. I guess it's kind of a similar fear to thalassophobia. I don't like not knowing what's around me and then suddenly finding out that it is there. I guess maybe that's how to phrase it. I don't know if that's the correct way to explain it, but I'm just easily jump scared. I am startled by things that I don't expect. I don't know if it's actually a general fear so much as I'm very easily put into a state of comfort and then broken from that comfort when something sudden and unexpected pops into view. My goodness, Poseidon boon on the attack was a mistake. Hopefully we get a sacrifice option soon enough.
Sure, why not?
I don't think we're going to be stacking up dodge chance nearly as much as we had in the previous run. Unfortunate. But hey, I wanted to run the gauntlets. Probably the next episode I'm going to take Shiva back out for a spin and try extremer measures again and hope that I accomplish what I failed to do in the last episode, because I'm a little bummed out by not having gotten that. I can't afford a boon, so we'll take the HP. But, so kind of spiders and other creepy crawlies, like, I'm not inherently afraid of them. If I see a spider in my house, I generally let them be. I don't crush them, and if they're really in a bad spot, I'll try and save them and let them outside the house, rather than, like, crushing them. But if the spider, like, repels onto my head and is suddenly there, I will squish it, I will scream,
I love what you've done with the place.
Like, that's where I draw the line. If I make physical contact with something that I wasn't in consenting terms with, yeah, I'm gonna freak the heck out and probably squash it. So, I'm not so perfect as to say I never kill spiders. I definitely do. I just try not to when I'm not incensed by fear or rage. Actually, I would never say it was rage. It's definitely almost exclusively fear. Not a great look, I know. Saying, I mean, killing out of fear is kind of the ethos of humanity, isn't it? It looked threatening, therefore we fight it. It's kind of the crux of our conflict, the fear of the unknown and the fear of other. But I'm maybe getting a little bit too existential and metaphorical here. Let's leave it at that. What other fears do I have? I think for a long time I thought one of my biggest fears would be being eaten alive, because that just sounds like such a gruesome way to go. But it's just such an how to explain this? It's so outside the concept of what I could expect to know. That's hard to that doesn't make sense. I guess it's such an that's it. It's such an abstract concept that I don't think I can actually have a fear about it. Ooh, okay, we got hit. I'm gonna say these gauntlets are not pulling nearly the same amount of weight as they were before. Wow. I am going to be very depressed if we have to pull a Death Defiance here. But I am severely lacking in damage. We need something to really make this build pop off. A Zeus Poseidon duo would probably be pretty solid, but I think the best thing the thing I need most from this build right now is to just get rid of the Poseidon attack in favor of Zeus's attack if he ever offers it. Like, the second I see that, there's not going to be a second thought. We're saying, bye Poseidon, don't come back. Ah, shoot, that clipped me. I do not have the damage. Alright, let's try and pop these into Lerny so that I can get some extra damage on him that way. Ugh, that wall. Oh, wow. I am genuinely disappointed by the fact that I had to use 2 Death Defiances in this fight. Well, that doesn't bode well for Theseus and Asterius, who I'm prone to taking damage against.
Done bashing heads for now.
I guess it also doesn't help that we don't really have much in the way of either damage reduction or dodge chance. We're still at our base 15%, I think, plus whatever we got from the plume so far, which...
The Hydra fell to you again, did it?
We don't have the damage to kill things fast.
Did.
So it's adding up. Maybe I should just go for Zeus, keepsake, and give it up. Nah. Let's keep going with what we got. This run isn't over, it's just not that strong. It means I need to play safe, and I don't know how to play safe against Hades necessarily. I seem to be a little bit prone to error. Alright, let's see.
Champions of Elysium, I've returned. Asterius and Theseus are probably expecting me.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I think we take the Athena here and hope that we finally get her call. We definitely need Athena's call to really at least give us a little bit more for this build to come online. Yeah, right now, the 2 big things we're missing is a reliable way to get privileged status and survivability. Just generally speaking, survivability. We don't have much in the way of that at all. Jeez. Yeah, okay, I need to get rid of Poseidon's attack boon ASAP. It was such a terrible pick on this build. I should have never taken it.
Thank the fates.
Alright, there's her call. Of course it's the weakest form, but we'll take it because we just need something. And there's Hermes. Oh, shoot. Kind of missed that Infernal Trove. Oh, good. I'm sure this won't come to bite me or blow up in my face. It actually surprisingly seems that I outranged them. Or maybe I have some invulnerability with that? I'm not sure of the circumstances, but I'm not going to complain. I am thankful that I'm not taking damage to these guys. That one I did almost get hit by, so it seems that it's not so much I'm not taking damage as I am, I dodged it there. I don't know if it was both of the instances where we dodged. They are giving me really bad rooms for Lambent Plume stacking. I don't think I'm getting higher than 12% on this. Which stinks. I mean, it would be fine if we had actual damage. We'd clear these rooms a lot faster, but we cannot seem to be able to get any. Oh my goodness, how many of these things are going to spawn on me? Jeez. I agree, blood and darkness, man.
Hello, Hermes.
Alright, Hermes, give me something good, please. There we go, that's what we're looking for. After using your call, gain dodge chance and move speed for 10 seconds. That is equal to 30% increase. Okay, that helps a
Time to
lot.
pick up the pace.
I do need a way of getting that God Gauge filled faster, which I think Zeus has a boon that does that for us. Athena does as well. All right, let's take the shop here and try to buy a boon. Hopefully one that will be useful to us. Ares, you weren't even part of the conversation. What are you doing here? Here, take. I can't give him a nectar. Darn it. Oh well.
Should help keep me going.
I don't know, man. None of these are amazing. We'll just take Urge to Kill. Flat 16% increase in damage isn't bad. Oh, excellent. Patroclus. Okay, this will help. This will get us 2 Death Defiances back. That's huge. Honestly, the run was probably doomed to fail if this guy hadn't shown up.
Go haunt some other corner of this realm. This one is mine.
There we go. Replenish all uses of Death Defiance. What a save. And there's a hammer. I mean, Poseidon was probably the better option, but I mean, it's a hammer, man. This could make or break the build. I just could have Poseidon Legendary, to be honest, but oh my goodness. No. Oh, I let it reform, darn it. The cool thing about using my call this way is it does actively end up being a 10-second damage boost as well because of the boon we just got from Hermes, was it? Because I get the move speed up from using my call, I get a damage up as well, equal to 50% of that move speed. I don't actually know how this damage calculation actually works, but hey, that dodge chance matters. Can you please stop camping in the corner, my good sir? Alright, you know what? Here, have a bomb. There you go. I hope it was worth it. I think the worst part about the Poseidon boon pushing things out of our range is that it gives them a chance to retaliate against me before I even notice that they're pushed out.
Time to mix up my style.
Alright, let's see. Your dash strike deals 60% damage added to the attack sequence. Your dash upper deals 100% damage in an area. Your attack has more range and deals 10% more damage. I think the range up would be very helpful for us because we're pushing things away anyway. Alright, yeah, we'll take Long Knuckle. I'm going to sneeze, my apologies. Pardon me.
Hungry to fight.
My allergies have been so brutal lately. Coin. We need HP. We need survivability. We do not have what we need for survivability just yet. So, yeah. Take what we can. Oh, wow, that's a huge range up. Wow. Alright, awesome. So anyway, being eaten alive, like I was saying before, is probably one of the fears I had as a child that I thought would be greater than it actually is, although I suppose it does kind of apply to thalassophobia. But the sensation of being eaten alive is such an abstract concept, I think is what I was getting at before, that I can't necessarily fear it the way I used to as a kid. I think it's really more born of thalassophobia or just like large, spooky things floating about me that I have no control over. Potentially just smacking my booty bad, for lack of a better way of describing killing me. Killing me gently, or not so gently actually, as a matter of fact, probably the opposite of gently. But do I have any other fears beyond that? I mean, the general fears of never amounting to what those around me expect, but that's more of a self-inflicted anxiety than a fear necessarily.
Vitality.
I guess, can you separate those two things, realistically speaking?
Looks clear.
Alright. Darkness. Darkness, please. Thankfully, we got that healing chamber. Oh, Thanatos. Excellent.
Death has come. I can't stay long, so how about we get this business over with?
Sounds good, Than. Let's make it as quick as possible. Snappy, snappy.
Never seem to learn, do you?
They really don't.
I do not have the damage to outspeed Thanatos unless he plays poorly. It would be nice if we got some less tanky enemies for me to outspeed him in killing, but it doesn't seem like that's likely to happen. Okay, just barely got that. Actually, I think if he gets the Revenant, I don't get the kill. Omaiwa Moshinderu. He said the line. He made the Jojo, or the Fist of the North Star reference. Haha. I genuinely don't think I can outspeed him here. I just don't have the build for it. My damage is terrible. Get him out of the circle. Ha! I pushed him out of the circle. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Okay, we kind of cheesed him there.
My plume grew strong. We'll leave no trace of this.
Okay, I think we just get?
Fast, I'll give you that.
Did I get level 3 plume?
Well, I'm off.
See you, Than. Okay. I don't know if this is the mid shop or the end shop. I think it might be the end shop, but I'll take the Athena boon. Yeah, it's the end shop. Definitely.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, cast damage reduction or deflect deals more damage. I guess we'll just take the flat 7% damage reduction. Hopefully we come across her legendary because we've probably got enough to get it now, right? I don't know. So?
Well now, Asterius, he's returned. And this time we shall have to vanquish him without the aid of our divine armor. A worthy challenge, no?
Be cautious not to underestimate him, King. He has proved troublesome before.
Regrettably, I may be troublesome, but I'm also extremely weak relative
Nonsense, my friend. For how can one underestimate that which deserves no esteem whatsoever? Together now, attack!
Alright, let's beat up Asterius first, like usual. Alright, I am getting the Hermes passive going. Or, I guess it's not Hermes passive, it's Zagreus passive at this point. I'm gonna wait to use my Athena call until I think it makes the most sense, like right here. Because I can reflect Theseus' attack back at him. And that was to dodge the Asterius attack that I didn't think I was actually going to dodge, so... Should be about to phase him, there we go. Pass these just to get them out of my system. Okay, I'm gonna try... I need to use the mirror passive that makes me deal more damage against things that have, like, bloodstones in them. I don't actually know what makes more sense DPS-wise, if I should use my special or if I should focus on DPSing with my melee attack, but... Or my attack. I guess it is a melee attack, but they're both technically melee attacks, so... I don't know. I don't know how this build actually measures up. That was weird looking. I deflected his spear, but I deflected it as he was retracting it, so but he still got it somehow. Okay. There we go. I needed to defend against that. I was not dodging. I was in an animation, so I wasn't going to defend against that without that. That was kind of fancy, though. Felt good about it. Oh, yeah, my special does way more damage than my attack right now. It would probably be fine if I had Razor Shoals going, but I don't. I haven't found any more Poseidon aside from that one that I was offered earlier, but I chose to take a different option as a result. I don't know. This build, I'm probably gonna Death-defy here. We'll see. Oh. At least I can use my special to sort of dash out of the way a bit. I'm gonna use my defensive options here. Oh, wait. Oh gosh, she's using her little AoE cast again. I didn't see where he was. Thankfully, I dodged in time. Nope. Come on. Demeter, you're so annoying. Oh, oh dear. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, these AoEs are such a problem because they're just like covering him and I can't get near him. The only builds in this game are just not my cup of tea at all. My goodness. We dodged that one at least. She's just covering his butt. There we go. Okay. That was unideal.
That'll do.
He just kept dropping her AoEs on top of him, so I couldn't get near enough to damage him without taking it myself. Thanks for watching, my good Shade.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
All right. How many stacks have I?
You made short work of Theseus, I take it, boy.
I wouldn't call it short work, but we did make work out of him, I suppose. So we're at about 30% dodge chance from the Lambent Plume and the Fist of Zagreus. Or the Aspect of Zagreus, I guess is what it's actually called. And then we are on top of that. an additional 30% every time I use my call. So we're 60% dodge chance is decent, but it's really lackluster compared to what our true potential was. We really kind of just did not win the RNG gambit here. That's fine though. Hopefully we find at least something to make this run feel at least a little bit special. I don't know, do I have any other fears that I could talk about here? Not any fears that are like
another gap, huh?
outside the realm of the existential dread of existing.
Just what I need.
Alright, Poseidon, what have you got?
Freely for the mortals on the surface, nephew. And from the sound of things, it isn't any different with that Charon character.
It may have been for the best if I had waited to take this until I saw what other god boons were offered up top. That way, maybe I could have rolled for a duo boon. Oh well. I mean... I think we have to take Razor Shoals. That's just a flat 40% damage increase. Realistically speaking, that was our only option anyway. Alright, let's take Ares here. We can get him on the cast, and then we can take Zeus and see what he offers.
Should check this way.
Actually, maybe I need Zeus's... Oh, I guess there's no way of getting a duo boon with Zeus. Because I'd need at least one of his attack boons. What did I actually get from Zeus? I don't even remember, man. Whatever, it's fine. We're just gonna make it. Oh right, it's a special. Okay, yeah. So Ares was the right way to go because now I have a chance of getting an Ares Zeus duo potentially. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to dash into that. Okay, we're just gonna do this. See, okay, see now I can actually get privileged status. What I have to do is I have to dash into them. I dash into them, and I use my special, or I use my attack. Not my special. I use my attack, and I dash into them, and they get exposed from Athena's boon, and they get Razor Shoals from Poseidon's boon, and then I'm dealing 40% more damage as a result. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel like the only real fear I have beyond like the kind of cartoonish like actual fears that people are just prone to for most likely passive traumas that they've experienced as a child that may not always be well understood would probably just be the loss of the loved ones that I have in my life, which again I think is kind of just a general fear for most people. We'll take that. I mean, why wouldn't you be afraid of losing the things that you care about most? I think that's a perfectly reasonable fear to have. One that many people will have to face in their lifetime, whether they want to or not. And boy, if I haven't had those feelings to some degree this last year. I'm just gonna beat these guys up. I'm gonna take the poison damage as it comes. Man, I'm sad that this build just did not pop off the way to the last run. The last run I ran with the Aspect of Zagreus just had all of the things that needed to happen lining up perfectly, and such is not the case today. I do think part of the issue is I took the Poseidon attack, and that was a mistake, like a genuine mistake. Come on in. But now I know that, and I won't make the same mistake on these fists again. Just look at this rat sliding everywhere. Oh gosh, there's still more. I honestly kind of need to use the Athena call just to get near things. Because they outrange me and they have armor. Well, they don't necessarily outrange me, but I keep pushing them away. The damage up is pretty noticeable, though.
Ah, my kin. I sensed fresh bloodshed from you recently, the real kind. For you have slain the living near the surface, have you not? Mere vermin, yes, but good enough for me.
My brain decided I had given him the nectar at that shop when I decidedly could not, and so I forgot to give him the nectar here, darn it. It's fine. Let's see. We'll just take the Blade Rift. That's fine. I'm not gonna really use that. But maybe it gets us a Zeus duo here. So let's roll for it and see what happens. It doesn't even do that much damage for us, unfortunately.
I'm empty.
Here's hoping Zeus gives us at least one thing worth having. Maybe like he'll finally give us his attack. Although I don't know if it's actually worth taking now, because then I'd lose my ability to get privileged status going. At least the chambers are giving us some nice coin drops. No, none of that. None of that. Really? That still hit me even though I was in my dash. I guess I was just outside the animation of my dash, realistically speaking, but I don't know. I could have gotten away without getting hit there. These guys are in like the worst possible setup for me. Oh, jeez. I'm thankful we got the range up. That will make a lot of difference just so that I can keep my combo going, but...
Found it fast this time.
Yeah, we found it fast this time, didn't we?
In the name of Hades.
Jolted, high voltage, your lightning bolt effects deal damage in a larger area. Well, Jolted would be nice. But honestly, I'm just going to take high voltage and check it off the prophecy list.
That's something.
Alright. We'll take the one pomegranate we can afford,
coming right up.
and then move along with our lives, frankly. Let's get this run over with. I'm a little tilted from the lackluster, just the genuinely lackluster results. Here, let's take 6 more damage on our dash. That's completely worth it, right? Okay, I'm a little too salty.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
It's fine. I mean, that's the nature of roguelikes and roguelites. You're never gonna get the build you want every time. And honestly, as far as roguelikes go, Hades does a lot to give you potentially the build you want. If you run God Keepsakes, they guarantee
It's kind of nice out here.
you're gonna see that God. I just didn't because I wanted the dodge
I
chance.
must admit to something, boy. Achilles taught you reasonably well. I expected that if anyone could train you into martial competence, it would be him.
Though you didn't expect that one day I would end up using everything I learned from him against you.
I anticipate more than you know. But Achilles merely practiced against mortals. Now you practice against me.
I appreciate how much dialogue is in this game, even past the main story, and I do appreciate that line too. Now you practice against me. Just the voice actor is absolutely killing it in his role, making Hades feel as this big, powerful, terrifying threat. Anyway, speaking of which, we are also a big threat. Oh, wow, okay. Hades is objectively the bigger threat, though I will admit. But we have damage. I just don't know what it's on, frankly. It's kind of on a little bit of everything. Oh, I thought he was going to hit me there, so I played it safe and used Athena's cast, or call. That time I used it correctly.
Is this the best that you can do?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Silence.
Where are you?
Not sure why none of those got deflected, but okay. Oh my goodness. This is damage that is avoidable. He got really delayed there for a second. Weird. I have to keep in mind that Athena's call only lasts for a second and a half, literally. So if I use it too aggressively or too early, it won't pay off. But we can use it effectively like a parry almost. I need to kill this one as fast as possible because these guys are such a problem for me. There we go. I can pretty reliably use Athena's call as a parry, and I do enough damage to pretty reliably get it back off cooldown. Especially if I get hit, it's pretty much off cooldown immediately. Oop, see, like just there, I used it to evade a damage. Okay. Where are you, Dad? There indeed. All right, round 2. No, wait, what am I doing? I remembered just in time. Oof. Ooh, he clipped me. That's some lightning there.
Blast you.
I wasted Athena's call there. He wasn't actually trying to hit me, it seems. I wasted it again. Jeez, what am I doing? Alright, let's get this out of the way.
You blasted little.
Little what? Godslayer? 'Cause that's a cool title to have. Oh, years. Was that a moment of Jeff confidence to Karma? Because I think it was. Whoa. Oh, no. Alright, that one's gonna explode. Oh, you know what? I can do this. Haha! Free damage for Jeff.
You test my patience.
Ah, darn it. I was anticipating him using an attack. Oh, well, that's fine. Halfway dead. For both of us. I appreciate that he has the same dash animation as Zagreus does, almost. Okay, there we go. Oh, he's gonna clip me with that. It's fine. All right, this time I'm ready. I think we've got him. Oh my goodness. Ah! I wish
There is no escape.
the angles on those are a little hard for me to parse sometimes, I will admit. And that's probably just a learning curve for me, but still, it feels like I wish it read a little bit easier for me. Oof. I wasn't convinced that wasn't going to hit me there. Did you see that, like, turn around on a dime he just did? That was kind of nasty. Like, as long as I use Athena's call correctly, we've got him.
Boy, you speak none of this to anyone.
He's going to tell everyone all of this.
Charon, take me home.
He sounds so defeated. Or vanquished, I suppose. Alright. Definitely not one of my favorite runs. But, let's see, how do we do in terms of time, though? That is our new record. No, is it? No, it's not. It's slower by about, what is that, 22 seconds? Alright. Hey, but a win is a win. And we could definitely use that.
Once more, tenacious Zagreus achieves his lofty goal. And just as every time before, except with some sort of new twist of fate, perhaps, he goes a little distance, then he dies.
Again?
Taken by the sticks. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't have that many fears, but that's only because I haven't been exposed with enough things to be really afraid of.
Well, that was pretty good, all in all.
Like, there's no, like, fundamental ingrained fear in me so much as I'm just
hello?
terrifyingly and hilariously easy to jump scare.
Oh, it's you. Just come on in. You're on the list.
I'm on the list? I must be very special then.
Your enemy is not the wretched dead, and not your father, lad. It is the underworld itself. It has been fashioned to prevent escape. You must have seen by now how all the chambers seem to rearrange themselves.
Yes, a perfect justification for the roguelite nature of this game.
The underworld itself, my enemy. I'll do my best anticipating its surprises, sir.
Persephone, my queen. It has been far too long. Although the passing of the time was very kind, it is an honor to see you again.
Oh, please, Nyx. No formalities between us, right? It's wonderful to see you too, my friend. The days there on the surface, they were very different, but the nights, I was reminded of our times together here.
My brain just like went, I bet these guys would be fun if they just like sat in a little knitting circle. I like to imagine, I have a horrible headcanon of Hades just holding some knitting needles now. That would be so funny.
Good times, I trust.
Cerberus just resting by the fire, Persephone, Nyx, and Hades just working on their little crafting projects. Hades is probably making a cape because that's the only thing he's probably capable of making.
Good times, most certainly. I try not to remember the others.
Man, if I had the disposable income to commission drawings, I would. Could you imagine just getting someone to draw Hades, just knitting or crocheting a sweater or something like that?
We are pleased to have you back. Although it shall be a difficult adjustment for you once again, I fear. For all of us.
All right, I'll focus on the actual dialogue here instead of
Well,
fanficking.
having built a little house all by myself up there, I think I'm up for anything. You know what it's like.
I do.
Bet you're happy to see Mother home again, huh, boy? Only wish you could have told me about her before.
The hell-born monster Cerberus contentedly ignores the prince's callous, inconsiderate remark.
As he should.
Hey.
He's a good
Here,
boy.
Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
All right, everyone, remember it's the left head of Cerberus you should pet. The other two are off limits.
Father, all this stuff with the Olympians, will you just tell me what's going on for once? How did Mother come to join you here? What's your problem with Uncle Zeus?
I thought she already told you. Come with me, now.
Oh, Kiwi, look, we're getting plot.
Swear to me that you shall never repeat what you are about to hear. Swear it.
All right, I swear. I swear in your own name I'll keep what you're about to say between us. So?
So, you had it mostly right before. After I inherited the underworld, your Uncle Zeus felt sympathy for me, he says. Your mother, he knew she was unhappy on Olympus, and he knew I was drawn to her. So what did he do? He brought her here, gave her to me as a gift.
Oh my goodness, if Demeter finds out about that, she's gonna just blow an absolute gasket.
You weren't expecting a gift like that. But she didn't want to return to Olympus, and you liked her, so you didn't send her away. And you were angry with Zeus for putting you in that position. Cut ties with him.
Yes, the blasted fool with all his flights of fancy. He does whatever he wants. He could have achieved a similar outcome in a limitless number of reasonable ways, rather than result in what was tantamount to kidnapping, even if she wanted to leave.
And now if Demeter and the others found all this out, you and Mother, even Zeus, would be in a bad spot, wouldn't he? He must have a temper on him to match yours.
You know nothing of tempers if mine is your frame of reference, Zagreus. Now enough of this. You know the rest.
Yeah, between Zeus...
Remember your oath.
Between Zeus and Poseidon, they both have notoriously, let's say, aggressive tempers, although...
I will. Take care, Father.
It's been made relatively clear the fact that all of the gods had some sort of temper if you slight them in any capacity.
Oh, no, I just forgot something. I have to go.
Oh, Dusa, I thought we were past this.
Dusa.
What, Zagreus? Good. I wanted to tell you something. Your victories against me, they don't count for anything.
I mean, once we unlock the archives, they'll count for something. We'll have them, like, actually written out.
Sounds like you've been giving this a lot of thought there, Meg. How do you figure?
Actually, now that I think about it, we're kind of like... What is this, run 22? We're 21 out of 22 on Meg here.
Nyx's mirror. You couldn't possibly beat me without its help. Or hers.
Is that a challenge I hear?
I'm not competing with you, Meg. I'm trying to get past you. To the surface.
Call it what you want. You're doing what you have to do. I understand. But you are not stronger than me. You just have more help.
Nothing wrong with having help.
I think we just received a challenge from Meg.
Here's the catch of the day. Why, thank you. I've come for questionable deals.
Questionable indeed. I want nectar, and I have keys to spare. I also... I can't sell my gemstones for anything other than... I guess this is a way to convert gemstones into keys, perhaps. I probably shouldn't be...
Morpheus is okay.
I shouldn't be sitting on these for so long, I guess. Maybe it's about time I start building things in the house. Like, there are things I believe that actually have effect. I just don't know what they are, and some of them are pretty expensive. So, you know what? I'm gonna hold out a little bit longer before I make a mistake. Like, I think the scrying pool has an effect, but here, we'll hold out for now. Just a little bit longer. I'll do some research off camera and figure that out. The Queen's plan. The son of the god of the dead shall someday inspire Queen Persephone to develop a plan that might settle the score between the House of Hades and Olympus. Grow closer with more Olympians so the plan can unfold. God of the heavens, the son of the god of the dead shall someday earn various boons of Zeus.
Lord Uncle Zeus sure has been generous.
That he has, I suppose. All right, so let's give in to Meg's challenge here. Actually, let me just make sure that I can't rest at the bed and hopefully unlock the archives, which I'm pretty sure I cannot yet.
I'm wide awake.
Nope, okay. So let's talk to Skelly, and then we'll plan out our course for the next challenge.
You could be hitting me right now, boyo.
All right, Skelly just wants us to beat up on him. All right, let's see. So I believe there is a Pact of Punishment code here that is something that makes us rescind all of the mirror boons. Here we are. Your talents from the Mirror of Knights are deactivated at -3 per rank. So if I took all of them, that would be -12. I think that's all of them, right? Because there are 12 boons probably from the mirror. Let me see. Let me see that.
Let's have a look here.
Yeah, that's all 12 of them. Okay. So we're gonna have to depend on our keepsakes because we will only have one dash. We're gonna have no death defiances. We have no HP. We have no rerolls. We lose a lot of our base benefits. So let's take this challenge.
All set.
And we'll run Shiva again, and hopefully this time we'll have a better outcome than the last. Honestly, what is my HP if I use Guan Yu? 15. Oh my goodness, Hades would one-shot us 3 times over with that amount of HP. All right, so yeah, let's try this. We'll do the bow of the aspect of Rama with the Aphrodite keepsake, running no mirror benefits. This is probably a run doomed to failure, but that doesn't mean we can't try. So with all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. In the next one, we're going to be doing a challenge run that I'm probably very ill prepared for. But that's all the fun. That's half the fun, isn't it? Look forward to it. We'll see how it goes. Love you. See you next time.